What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be doing a video that I probably should have made about 3 weeks ago after I did the best diamonds versus the worst Galaxy Opals, and it was clear the best diamonds were significantly better. In this video we are going to be doing the worst Galaxy Opals against the worst Amethysts. So there is actually a good few changes to the worst Galaxy Opals against the best Amethysts. There is actually a few changes to the worst Galaxy Opals team. So initially we had CP3, we had Luka Doncic and Karl Malone, and none of those three are in the squad. And I know you guys might be saying, why the hell don't they have CP3 in the squad? You know how much I hate that card. Because I actually think there may be a worse Opal point guard, and that's Kyle Lowry. Thing is with CP3 is an absolutely, like, a beast stats wise. The only problem with Chris Paul is that he's got a little bit of a slow release and he's 6 foot tall. Kyle Lowry's an inch taller. He's also terrible, way worse stats wise, and doesn't have limitless range. So, Kyle Lowry's in there instead of Chris Paul. Kyle Lowry's okay stats-wise, I guess. Like, if he was 6'7", he wouldn't even be that great a card. Not a good driving dunk, decent passing stats, okay and good enough on defense, but again, he's tiny. At the 2, all the 2 guards except for this one are good, and it's CJ McCollum. There's a reason why CJ McCollum's so cheap. This card is really not very good. And I can't believe there was a stage where people were spending well over 100k on this guy. I think there are amethysts, there are diamonds better than this guy, and there has been since the day he came out. 17 Hall of Fame badges. He does have a limitless though. He's got quite an easy release to green, however it is a little bit slow. Stats wise, he's alright, I guess. 96 shot 3, good shot mid. Great ball control, good passing stats. He's got the glitchy behind the back dribble move. He's fast. He's also good enough on defense, but again, the big problem is that he's only 6'3". At the small forward position, we have replaced Luka Doncic, and he has been replaced by John Havlicek. So Havlicek, he has a slow release this year. They gave him a slow release this year, whereas in previous years he used to be really fast. 99, 97, 20 Hall of Fame badges, got limitless range. So he's got good Hall of Fame badges. Not saying it's a bad card, but again, he's 6'5", so he's quite small for a small forward. Good shot mid, good shot 3. However, his release is a little bit baited. He's got an 85 driving dunk, which is good enough. Good ball control, good passing stats, great steal and shot contest, good on defense. He's fast, and to be completely honest, like, a card like this is good. It's just every small forward that's an Opal is good, so he's the worst of a good bunch. Now the power forward position, this was a close one because the hilarious thing is that back a month ago, the only power forwards we had that were Opals that you could, that I had, were Blake Griffin, Karl Malone, and was that it? There has to be one more. Maybe it was just Blake Griffin and Karl Malone. Oh, and Pettit as well. Sorry, they were the only power forwards you could get. And Mikhail. So out of the 4 of them, without doubt, the worst was Karl Malone, or well, that and Blake Griffin were close enough. But right now, the worst is Pascal Siakam. Maybe Dirk's better than Siakam, but again, the reason why I think Pascal Siakam is the worst is because his pink diamond is better than him. One difference in Hall of Fame badges: pink diamond significantly better stats wise. And for that reason, Pascal Siakam makes the list. At the center position is another one of the Raptors players, Marc Gasol. So Moses Malone was a beast in this squad the last time, and he's been replaced by Marc Gasol, who's decent, can shoot the ball quite well, good post game, relatively fast for a big man, good enough defender, and again, he's the worst of a good bunch. So anyway, that's the worst Opal squad. Now let's get on to the highlights. So now we are on to the best amethysts. At the point guard position, there's not many good ones. I was actually considering using Simmons, but he's such a bad shooter that I just decided not to do it. I put in DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray is completely baited. However, his ratings wise are good. Good enough 3-point rating, good mid-range rating, good layup. He's got a good dunk as well. Really good passer, and is a great defender and really fast, as well as being 6'6", so he's got the height for, or 6'5", so he's got the height for a point guard. At the 2 guard position, there is no question about it who I was using here. I was putting in Wes Matthews. Wesley Matthews, 99 defensive overall, 91 offensive overall. Hall of Fame defensive stopper, limitless range and deep range Deadeye. One of the best releases in the game, as well as a 95 shot 3. He's also an absolute lockdown defender. 97 lateral quickness, 96 on-ball defensive IQ. At the small forward position, this one was actually a tough one, because Gerald Wallace, Batum exists, Trevor Ariza exists. But you know I'm going with Hedo Turkoglu. You know there is no question about it. I am going to be running with Hedo Turkoglu in this team. So Hedo is well, not as good as the Diamond, obviously. However, he is still Hedo Turkoglu. Good stats, 6'10", speed booster, dribble god. That is, and as you guys know, he does have an incredible leaner in this game. Next, we have got a power forward position. We are going to go with Marvin Bagley. This was a close one between Josh Smith, Gugliotta, and Bagley. I went with Bagley because he just kind of does everything well. He's faster. He's got a good shot mid, good shot 3. He can block shots really well. He can play defense on the perimeter and also in the post. A really great card. At the center position was someone who sold me so much in this game. It was crazy. Like, a lot of people were expecting Manute Bol. I was considering using Boogie Cousins, and I forgot about this guy. The fact this guy exists. Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez, I'd say, in the 5 games previous that I've used him, is shooting like 80% from 3. He could not make an open shot. I don't know what was wrong with this game, but Brook Lopez could not make an open shot. But anyway, that's the team. Now let's get on to the highlights. So now we are on to the comparisons. So first up is going to be rebounding. And as I always say, stats don't mean everything rebounding wise. Height means more than anything. But at the same time, this one was really close. Even though Bagley obviously has the height advantage, Marc Gasol has a bit of a height advantage over Brook Lopez. I'm going to go with the Opals team for best rebounding because Siakam with that athleticism cleans up. And I didn't notice a difference between either of these teams, and the Opals just felt like they were a little bit more solid when it came to getting rebounds, so I went with them. Next up, we have got defending. Defense, stats wise, you're going to say it's the Opals without doubt, but no, in my opinion, the Amethysts are a better defensive team. DeJounte Murray's a better defender, Wesley Matthews is a better defender, Havlicek's a little better than Hedo, but Hedo's got the height. Bagley and Siakam are even, and Brook Lopez and Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol is better at guarding faster players, but shot blocking, they're almost the exact same. So, without doubt, I'm going to go with the Amethysts here. Next up, we have got shooting. And this one, again, is going to go to the Amethyst. Even though I could not buy a bucket with Brook Lopez, and I could hit a few with Marc Gasol, in general, Brook Lopez is the better shooter. Marvin Bagley and Pascal Siakam, even. Siakam has got better stats, but his release is that little bit slower. Havlicek and Hedo Turkoglu. Havlicek better wide open. Hedo Turkoglu, he's got the leaner. Wesley Matthews, better shooter than McCollum, in my opinion. And Kyle Lowry is a better shooter than DeJounte Murray. But again, it is 4-1 in terms of the Amethyst versus the Opals, so it goes to the Amethyst. Next up is team offense. And I'm going to say again, no, I'm going to go with the Opals here. They offer more. We've got no slashers really on either of these teams except for Siakam. Unfortunately, he can't speed boost like the Pink Diamond. He can still attack the basket well. John Havlicek can attack the basket better than Hedo. Marc Gasol can play inside better than Brook Lopez. And yeah, so the Opals win this to tie it at 2-2. So now last up, it comes down to star power. And star power is going to be the number 1 player in each team. John Havlicek versus Hedo Turkoglu. Havlicek attacks the basket better. Wide open shooting, they are even. But as you guys know, Hito has got the leaner, and you guys will see it in the game. Hito was unstoppable. Hito carried the Amethyst lineup and nearly carried my team to a win in that game. Hito Turkoglu is significantly better as a guy to run everything through than Jan Havlicek. And even if he decides to run everything through Siakam, he's too baited. Gasol, again, you don't really want to run everything through a center that's slow enough. But yeah, so it is going to go to the Amethyst by a score of 3-2. So anyway, that's the video. In my opinion, the best Amethyst are very slightly better than the worst Galaxy Opals. Had this Galaxy Opal squad been the worst Galaxy Opal squad from a couple of weeks ago, where we had Luka Doncic in, where we had Karl Malone in and Moses Malone, I would honestly have said that the Opals are better. However, we've gotten a new batch of Opals and a lot of not great Opals, including a whole bunch of those Toronto Raptors Opals. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.